Okay, we're done with that page. Let's move on. Do you enjoy doing TMZ Live? Yes.
A lot. He loves it.
Who's the most interesting person that you've interviewed over the years? I gotta think about that. I don't know. I gotta think about that. Is Lindsay Lohan really going to jail? He knows it, and I know it. Right now, I mean, God knows what's going to happen in life. Do you think it's a coincidence that Lindsay left town just before news of violating her probation? No, she's actually doing it to make some money. She's going to make some money doing one of these closet reorganization things. So she needs the money. What is the best day of the week for you guys and why? Well, I like Mondays. No, I don't work then. I like Tuesdays. No, I work then. Wednesday, no. Friday, Saturday, no. They all suck. What's your favorite day?
I don't know how I can beat that, actually.
Yeah.
No, some days are good, some days are bad. Well, what's the best day for the office? So I think Mondays are good because we have the most good stuff on television, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Mondays are always the biggest days in terms of volume. But you never know what's going to happen. I mean, stories break, God knows when. Why did Sandra Bullock file in Texas and not California? One of the reasons was she wanted to do this kind of, very low key so that nobody would find it. I mean, we found it. She even filed with those initials. We were what I knew that lawyers often will do misspellings of names or they'll do initials, and that's why the first thing we got back was it's not in Texas, and we pushed and we pushed and we pushed, right. And we finally found out. Oh, give it to me right here. This is great. Guess who's on the phone? Arnie Klein. Hey, Arnie, it's Harvey. It's okay, but hold on, just so you know, we're actually on TMZ Live now, so I will call you back, but give me to give you fair comment, and I'll repeat it to the people listening. Why don't you think Michael Jackson would never have wanted you to say this? Michael Jackson was very free about his sexuality. No, he wasn't. Arnie, that's not true. Arnie, you know that's not true. That's not true.
Michael Jackson denied that for a long time.
Okay, they dealt with a whole world that thought he was a pedophile. Okay. And here's a man in a deep romance. Well, first of all, you said it was 2 months long.
I get in deep. 2 months.
Yeah, 2 months. That's a long time. It's a record for you, I think.
Yeah, but it was 2 months. He's been married, how many times was he married? He was married to Debbie Rowe, he was married to... Okay, but still. But all I'm saying is, but Arnie, you know that Michael Jackson was extremely private in this area. And do you think there's any possibility, if Michael Jackson were alive, that you would do this? The African American community has a problem with homosexuality. But you think that's what this is about? But Arnie, is it your job to right his wrong? That's the question. Okay, I'll tell you what. Here's what we'll do. I will call you later. I'll tell you what. I will call you. Arnie. Tyler. I'll call you later, and I will actually do a post on this over the weekend, I promise you, but I got to finish TMZ Live right now. Deal? But I can't. I got to finish TMZ Live. I'm on... Arnie, there's dead air. Okay, I will talk. I promise you I'll call you, and we'll do this as a post. Okay, thanks. Well, that was fast. Okay. Thanks, Arnie. Okay. Where were we?
I don't remember.
Oh, why we were filing in Texas. Anyway, so one of the reasons you filed in Texas was to make this low key. The other reason is that in Texas, there is no spousal support. That if you're married under 10 years, you cannot get spousal support, and it's limited after that. But they were not married 10 years, so if that's out of the box, you cannot get spousal support.
Don't you think, though, that was never going to happen? I mean, they entered into an agreement beforehand, apparently, it seems. No?
We'll get into that later. Let's make that a TBA.
Right.
But the other thing is that it's quick. that in California you have to wait 6 months from the date of filing. In Texas, you can do it as quickly as 60 days. So there were some good legal reasons.
And she was domiciled there, right? That was the big issue. You have to be domiciled. That one party does.
But no. Jesse had to submit to it because their real place of residence was Orange County. So Jesse actually, it says in the papers that Jesse submitted to the jurisdiction of the court.
But how can it? I mean, the Texas court can't accept jurisdiction over a case that it wouldn't have jurisdiction. I mean, both parties.
Remember
can't submit to jurisdiction
Shaq?
of the
Where
court.
in Shaq there was dual jurisdiction, and then they both ended up submitting to both Florida and California.
Yeah, but how here is there even? Does she have jurisdiction? I mean, is she?
She
domiciled
has
in
jurisdiction
Texas?
because she has a house there.
Got it. So she's domiciled there.
She's domiciled there, and he agreed to go
Got it.
there.
All right, good.
Okay. Will you be asking Mackenzie Phillips to appear as a future guest? You know, what a great idea. I got to tell you something. I am blown away by Mackenzie Phillips. What a great story this is. Great story this is. And I mean, this is a woman who was in such horrible shape and didn't care and has pulled herself back and has struggled to make this happen. And she looked great in court. She sounded great in court. It was heartfelt. I mean, you're rooting for her. You're giving it I mean, I don't know. It was so uplifting to see her.
I agree. And you know this way better than I do, but unlike a lot of celebrities, that sort of get it together for the book tour, for the launch, try and make some money, and then sort of fall apart again or go back to their old ways. She seems to have really kept it up for what's been a year since the book was released now?
Yeah, but I think the arrest was like longer than that.
Yeah, and if you watch the footage, it's genuine. It is sincere.
It's great.
She is really up.
If you don't
she's
click on
good.
videos on the site, click on the Mackenzie Phillips video. It really moved me.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, it really does. It moves you. By the way, last weekend I saw Robert Downey Jr. at dinner.
Yeah?
And he looked just great.
Yeah.
I mean, what a great story that is, too. He just looked great. What was for lunch today? It was delicious, actually. And I usually go off the... Well, we have these free food Fridays here.
You don't usually do the free food Friday.
It's usually all this crap.
Yeah.
And
But today was falafel and...
But they had not shish kebab. Shish kebab, yeah. Tofu shish kebabs, but they had others too.
Yeah.
But they had these cookies and this cake, and I never eat this stuff. But this cake is like when I was a kid. Did you taste that cake?
I never eat cake. I ate it. It was the bomb.
The bomb. It was
banana cream.
It was
cake.
unbelievable. And me too. I never eat it. It was unbelievable.
Do we know where we got it? We should give some props to these people.
Where was that place? Where was that food place today?
The cake. Well, the food place is our normal caterer.
Where was the cake place? Oh, same guy did it?
Wow. He's good.
Boys in the kitchen.
Well, Boys in the Kitchen did right by us today. That was great.